Your girl Allie Nick giving it to you when I give it to you, but always in the nick of time. Lovely girl. I am feeling amazing. I am feeling refreshed. I am feeling awesome tonight. I just feel it. You feel good? I am delighted for our family in the chat because they're in for a huge treat tonight. They said they can't hear you, Erica. Uh huh. We coming, y'all. We coming.
Is it that? Test, test, test. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Let us know if y'all can hear Erica.
Please and thank you. I was just about to ask if the audio good. Ugh. And make sure the levels is good because your girl's gonna be hollering tonight. Let me know. Let us know. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me well. Drop a 2 in the chat if I need to turn up my volume. Drop a 3 in the chat if I need to turn it down. If I'm where I'm at right now, if that's already too loud, let me know. Cause it's belt to ass tonight. Yes it is. Yes it is. It's belt
Mhm.
to ass tonight. Are we good? You can hear us now. You can hear me now.
Okay.
And it's good. It's not too crazy. I ain't peeking. Okay. I ain't gonna go back and do it again because y'all can hear Allie. And Allie was saying all that needs to be said. She feeling good. She looking good. I'm feeling good.
Oh,
I
you
think
feeling
I'm
good?
looking good.
You're looking great.
Thank you, friend. Let's get that out
Pretty
the
in pink.
way because you know how people love to project onto us. Something must be going on with us. We must be mad. We just miserable. These bitches just they just hating. We're fine. Peachy
Fine.
keen, I would offer.
You're fine.
And there's gonna be belt placed to ass tonight, and I cannot wait to do it. Drop y'all's ratings in the chat. Drop your ratings on a scale of 1 to 10. While I give the shout out to everybody in the chat, we can get on in. We get settled. Everybody got something to drink. Hey Vaughn, thank you for moderating, boo. Shout out to all the members in the chat. I appreciate you guys so very much. Desi, how are you, honey? Hey Janelle. Hey oh my gosh, everybody. Tam B, Trina, Demetria, Robin K, Mel Cunningham. Oh, we packed in here tonight. Davey 099.
Mhm.
Shaquasia, how are you? How are you, boo? DNC Greatness, Tracy B. Mimi Loves Peace. Hey y'all. Welcome in. On a scale of 1 to 10, we'll
Yes.
be rating the episode. Hey Maddie Hearts. Did I say Trina? Hey Trina Boo. Hey Tiff Jones. Hey Photostar 2008. Hey Tanya. Hey Cynthia. Is that see Kelly Hester Jones? Yes. Okay. I was scrolling a little bit too fast. Hey Boo, welcome in. Okay, I think I got everybody. Jamira, how are you, honey? Alicia, welcome in. Welcome in, Boo. Sorry. Now I'm getting tongue tied, child. Let me drink some water.
That is hilarious.
Okay, the ratings. What we looking like? Not a -2, Janelle. -2. -2. Got it. Got it. Demetria says a 1.5. Photostar 2008 says a 3. Kelly Hester Jones says a 2. Vaughn says a 2. Cynthia says a 4. Show, hey boo, welcome in. You give it a 5 for Karen. Finna bond with her baby. You know we love to see it. You know we love to see it. Mimi Loves Peace gave it a 3. Allie, what you rating it? What you rating it
You
tonight?
know what? Honestly, though, I'm gonna be for real with y'all. I didn't think it was a bad episode. Maybe I'm tripping. I didn't think it was a horrible episode. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. Like
I
I
agree.
laughed a few times.
I
I
agree.
laughed a few times. I let myself, just be free in the moment because I knew what I was gonna do on our Sisters Keeper. So maybe that's why it was good to me. I'm not sure. But I loved it, and I think what really set it over was the Karen scene for me.
Mm.
Um, that really just it did something to my heart. It made me feel so good because I thought it was such an authentic moment.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it was too much or overkill. It was just right. I think that writer of this episode, her name is April. So April, I'm gonna give you a props, sis. I ain't mad at you.
So what
I
you
ain't mad
rating
at
it?
you. Ooh, like a cool 5.5, five, six,
Okay.
five and a
Okay.
half.
I
Yeah.
want to give it a 5 because it's not terrible,
Okay.
but I don't fault anybody who dropped it below 5 because I understand why. I think the energy
Yes.
in reference to where we're at could easily warrant a 1 because so much of this is what are we
Hmm.
doing and why are we doing it? Like there's still so much of that. The Sabrina storyline wound up being funny only because I think Rock is charismatic and the switch up is like okay cool, but even that this is feels like it's about to be a humiliation ritual for Sabrina. And I'm like, why are we still here with this particular character? And it's a catch 22 at various points because up until Karen took her behind home, the best part of the episode for me was Maurice and Paige. Like I loved it. I loved
Hmm.
him getting a pin from her. I love their little banter. Like they have just been absolute gold. And to think like they were the best part of the episode is like how good can the episode be? So trust me, I understand the ones, the twos, the threes, but I would go ahead and give it a 5 specifically for Maurice and Paige and the banter that they get. And then tied to Sabrina, that does feel organic, even if they are putting her through the most embarrassing circumstance they could possibly find for her. And then Karen having her moment and like us being able to go on a journey within this episode of her warming up and being able to like ask for her baby. Like that feels very, very, very much so beautiful, perfect, organic, great. But then everything else that's happening is like it becomes detractors, except for Andi. I also would applaud Andi. I think Andi handled herself perfectly in this episode. She is moving like a damn managing partner. She claimed that she wanted to have this damn position, and now she's shown that she can actually work in this damn position, including if that means getting your subordinates together. And we're gonna talk about that because again, belt to ass
Hmm.
this episode. Let me see what
That's
y'all
a
saying in the
fact.
chat. Um, my rating is why I didn't feel like I just wasted my hour on this episode, -50. That's fair. That's fair.
It
I
is fair. It
realized
is
that
fair.
I have to start doing other stuff while I'm watching the episode. If I'm just sitting to watch the episode, my nerves are completely shot and upset because I feel like I just wasted an hour of my life. But if I'm doing something else, if I'm making thumbnails for other videos, if I'm editing a video, if I'm doing something else while watching, this time, like on the commercial breaks, I was listening to my audiobook, cha. That has helped carry me through. So I feel that 100%. Shell says I give it a 5 for Karen. Oh, Bonnie Money Baby, I already read that. You haven't been watching only clips here and there, but you watch us. We appreciate you, Tanya. We
Thank you,
appreciate
love.
you.
Thank you, boo.
Tiff says I give it a 1 for Fave. Sorry, niece, that's all I got.
No, sorry, niece. I feel you though. I feel you though.
I
I
feel
feel
this
you.
season we got extended cut scenes meshed together because this can't be actual episodes. That is so fair. That is so fair.
It is. It's fair. That's fair.
Um, and a point 0.5 for Karen's growth with faith and her growth with faith only to be clear. That quite literally is the only thing of substance that happened in the episode. Because even when it comes to Andi, like we didn't even like she's pushing back with Fatima, but she's not going nearly as hard as she could with the level of authority that she have.
Baby, I are we starting there? Where you want to start tonight, sis?
Should we
Where
start
you want
there?
to
I
start
feel like
tonight?
if we start there, I'm never coming up off of Fatima's
Okay,
ass.
so let's not start there. Let's not start there. Let's not start there.
Okay, okay.
Do we want to start?
Let's start with Karen. Let's start there.
Okay.
Let's start with
Okay.
Karen.
Okay. So I believe the first time we see Karen, she is at the salon,
Uh-huh.
correct?
Yep.
So she's trying to figure out what the hell is going on because it's in such disarray. And y'all help me in the chat, help me, Erica, too, because I believe Pam said there was a mishap with the scheduling system. It
Yes, it
broke
went
or
down.
power went out or something.
Yep.
Okay, so they were double booking clients. Not their fault, but because of the system, they were double booking clients. It seemed like some people in that salon wasn't happy. I was paying attention to one young lady in the back who looked like she was telling the stylist to take it down, take it out, and she wasn't pleased. It just looked like it was a lot happening.
Mm-hmm.
And Pam, I'm gonna need more from her because you've been with Karen for years. You've been with her from the beginning. You should be able to run this salon, to manage this salon when Karen is out. I'm gonna need you to do a little bit better,
But
ma'am.
she's Pam.
Um, but she is Pam. They need something. I'm so, and I think for me, one of the things too is almost as if Karen's experience is not really hitting Pam like I needed to hit her. Because I
Mm.
feel like if that experience really hit Pam the way that it needed to, she would have more of a responsibility to the salon than just being her usual Pam self. Because
Do
certain,
you
situations will
do
go
you
ahead.
think that do you think that Pam could literally do better than what she's doing?
I think Pam could do better. I want to give sis credit and maybe
Mm.
I shouldn't. But I believe Pam can
Yeah,
do a
that's where
little bit
I'm at
better.
though.
I think she can do
I
a
don't
little
think that
better.
she could do better than this. I don't think that Pam is as diligent as a business owner needs to be. I don't think that she's as careful. I don't think that she's as considerate. I think that Pam is one of those entrepreneurs who gets into it for the idea of the freedom when at the end of the day most entrepreneurs are trading a 9 to 5 for a 24/7, and
Mhm.
unbeknownst to them, I think that she has coasted a lot off of the back of Karen, whether it is supporting Karen within her business, because Karen let a lot of things slide when she was supposed to be operating as
Facts.
her assistant and receptionist at the salon. But then also when she started her own entrepreneurial journey, everything only really got going because Karen was involved and Karen legitimized that business. So I am not surprised that things are happening the way that they're happening. Even seeing Pam, and this could just be me, like the writer, storyteller part of me, seeing Pam look as cute as she looks while the salon is in disarray. Not saying that you have to look like trash, but that told me everything that I need to know. Because if I'm in my business and my business is going to hell, I look like hell too. Like I then came up out of my blazer and I'm like figuring out how I can make things work smoothly. I'm becoming the conduit to try to make things move a little bit smoother. But she's just as pretty, just looking around like, don't do that, don't do that. Like that is what Pam has always given me. She doesn't feel like
Hmm.
she's a get her hands dirty type of girl. So I'm not, personally, I'm not surprised at all. And I wasn't hoping for more, but I think you saw a lot more potential in Pam than I did, I guess.
I just wanted to give her a little bit more credit. I just felt like, you have those people, and that could be someone specifically where it doesn't matter what happens, they're just not going to change. They're going to be just their carefree selves. And
Mm-hmm.
if that's the case, they need to bring somebody else in while Karen is not able to run, her salon because Pam is not that girl. You could come up with the idea, sis. Maybe she's the one that could come up with the ideas, but you're not the one to execute. And that's fine because everyone can't execute,
Yeah.
and maybe that's just not her. But they need somebody else in there.
What's
I think it was too
interesting,
much.
before you go on, hey, you know what?
Mhm.
Welcome in, honey. Um, what's interesting is like before we got into this season, I like had videos that I never released where I was breaking down what I thought was going to happen when Karen went into labor, and I thought that they was going to use Fatima to help manage the salon, and I knew that we were going to
Mm.
go in the direction of like Fatima not being focused and being distracted at work and having issues. But I literally thought that they was going to have, because of the whole like her handling all the paperwork for Miss Marie's investment within the salon and reach the riches and all of that. I thought that Fatima was going to come in and it was going to be Fatima and Pam trying to manage the salon, and then Andi was going to have to pull her ass back to her job from here, which would create conflict between the three of them because Karen desperately needs somebody to help, and Fatima showing up and trying to help, but then also trying to do all of that, which I felt like would have been a much stronger story. But I digress. So I'm just surprised that we're at the place that we're at, I guess, because Pam
Hmm.
never gave that she was ever going to be able to handle this. But what were you about to say?
Damn, I gotta take my credit back. I just gotta take my credit back, sis. I gotta take the credit back. I was just saying, some people rise to the occasion, and that just may not be the makeup
Yeah.
for Pam. She's not gonna rise to the occasion. She's just gonna be where she at, and that's
Mm-hmm.
the case. And I think it was a lot for Karen to walk in to see what she saw, to see her salon in disarray. And I love the fact that there wasn't an outburst. She saw it, she understood that she couldn't deal with it, and she got the hell out of Dodge. So
Mm-hmm.
that I was extremely proud of. I'm trying to figure out what the hell errand that Aaron had to run. I don't care what Aaron had to do. He wasn't gonna let Karen go to that doctor's appointment by herself. We
Child.
can't do nothing about that. That's what y'all decide to go with. Okay, cool.
Child.
I kept saying, I was like, why the camera keep panning to this baby? Because they was very intentional with doing that. And I said, is Karen going to just grab her baby, like take her baby from her mama? I was waiting.
One
So
first,
when the
before
baby
we get
made the
into it,
little,
Allie, though, before we get into it with the
uh,
baby, I'm sorry. Why am I looking at
go
a six
ahead.
month old? Why am I looking at a 6 month old, Allie? I know
I
that
wasn't
you
gonna
can't
mention
have
it.
babies fresh out the damn womb on set. I
It can't
get
be fresh
that.
hot. Can't
But
be
y'all could
fresh.
get a baby doll or something. This baby is big as hell. This baby is huge.
I don't
She
know
just
how
came
old the
out the
baby
canal a
is.
week ago. Allie, the
She
baby that we
is.
watched on screen today was 4 to 6 months years old. I
Yeah,
said
I believe
yes.
that. I believe that. I believe
I
that.
I said,
She
I
between that
screamed,
time, between
Allie.
that time frame.
I said, tell her please.
I
Why
just had to
is
flow
this
with it.
six
I
month
said, you
old
know
on my
what?
screen?
I said beggars can't be choosy.
You're
I'm gonna let
right.
y'all have this one.
You're
I'm
right.
gonna let
You're
y'all
right.
have
Okay,
this one.
okay, okay. I just had to make
I
that
ain't gonna
point.
do it.
I had to make the
I ain't gonna
point.
do it. Yeah, and I want to give a shout out. I don't remember your name, but the baby, the baby, her mother commented on one of my videos because I
Oh,
used the baby picture as one of my thumbnails, and she was like, I was on YouTube and it is I see my baby, and I was like, baby, your baby is
it's
gorgeous. She is such
gorgeous.
a
Yes.
beautiful
So
baby, beautiful
beautiful.
baby. But I'm just like, yeah, baby, I'm gonna let y'all have this one. I'm gonna let y'all have this.
Tam
But
B says, Erica, why are
I
you
just
asking for
love.
logic? You right. You
we
right. You right.
That's the only time I'm gonna try to suspend it because I'm like, I know they can't get nothing fresh
We
out the
got it.
birthing.
We got it.
We can't do it. But
I'll take it. I'll
I
take it. But I
did
did know
love,
this.
yeah, baby, yeah, we know this. I did appreciate just a little moment with Miss Lisa and her grandbaby, like just to be able to see that moment. And when she made, I think she passed gas or something, and then the look on Karen's face, it was just
Yes.
like, it's like I love that look that she gave. And then when she said, Mom, I think I'm ready to hold my baby, and then she caught herself and she said, I'm ready to hold Faith. And it made me feel so good because I took it as she remembered what Aaron said about calling her. She didn't call her the baby. She did say my baby, but I love the fact that she addressed her child by name. And it was just a beautiful moment, even though I know we have to wait until next week to actually see her with the child.
Yeah.
I was just excited that Karen was in that moment. And I felt like what we saw last week with Dr. Vaughn explaining to her exactly what she was experiencing,
Mm-hmm.
what she was going through, that this is normal. It's nothing abnormal about how you feel internally, the way, your outlook on things right now. There's support for you, there's help for you. And I
Yeah.
think that made her feel better within herself to know that this is not just, this is not just an individual thing that I'm dealing with. This is something that a lot of women go through, and I'm not by myself. So I was grateful, to see that happen in that moment. It was
Yeah.
such a beautiful moment for me.
And for me, the entire trajectory, so like Karen at the salon, and then Karen at home, venting to her mom, and then slowly warming up to the idea of holding, and then Desire and picking up Faith, to me was just so profound because for me it outlined the process of surrender. So when she got to the salon and she sees everything all in disarray, everything is a muck, and being a type A person, being a hyper independent person, being a person who always has to fix things, you always have to have your own back, you immediately want to jump to fix it. And it could be one of the hardest things ever to be like, yeah, I don't got it. I don't have the capacity. Like, I can't do this. And to walk away. And I really identified with that because just looking at the last 90 days of my life, I've had to surrender a lot. And I found so much power in it. And just saying no, like I am at my limit and not just voluntarily taking on all of these things to further overwhelm myself, to further bog myself down, to further build up anxiety and any of the other negative feelings that could be mounting because of the circumstance. So I thought it was powerful for her to walk away and try not to fix the thing at the salon and let it be whatever the hell it's going to be. That was powerful in its own right. But then when she got
Okay.
home and she's vented to her mom and she's like, no, I don't want you to do anything about it. This is the practice of also surrendering and just like, I'm going to get it out there. But then however it works out is how it works out. And I think that those two things set up the perfect storm for her to be able to desire to like engage with Faith, because now she has made room on her plate. She's not allowing all of these other things to like bog her down and tie her up in the expectations of this and the feelings of that. It's just like, no, in this moment, like I feel out of control. I feel this and this. I can't do anything about this, but what can I do something about? I can hold my baby. So I want to hold my baby. So let's hold my baby. And
Mm-hmm.
I peeped that just because like I said, in the last 90 days I've had to surrender, and I've seen how freeing and how empowering it can be to give up fighting and pushing with all of these things that you actually don't even have no damn control over, and focusing on what you do, and then how things actually move when you have this concerted effort and this focus in this way. This is like it's life transformational. Like it's just amazing, and that's what I saw. Now I could be projecting because I've experienced what I've experienced in the last 90 days, but I really appreciate that. And it's those types of moments, even just these two scenes, that pisses me off so bad, because I can have this and I can see this and I can have all the subtext, because they don't even explicitly say, well, Karen is surrendering all of her grief to this and this, and now she can welcome her baby into her arms. But it's clear and it's there because they're making distinct choices with a character that's fully actualized. You have that on one end, and then you have Sabrina doing stupid shit on this end, and Fatima down there acting like Big Billy Badass on the other end. And I'm just like, can we all have characters operating in their circumstances how they would naturally? Can we just do that?
Yes. 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 I agree with that totally. And I think it's so beautiful when you are in a space where you can express yourself and you don't have the desire to fix it and you don't want anyone else to fix it. It just is what the hell it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like even for Miss Lisa, she's so used to Karen saying, yeah, mama, will you go down there and watch Pam? Mama, can you go down there and make sure everything is straight? But in this moment of, like you said, of surrendering, it's like, no, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Even after her declaring, the salon was the one thing that I got right. It is the one thing I got right. But in this moment, it don't even matter. It could be in disarray. I don't want it fixed. It is what it is, and
Yep.
I take my hands off of it. So, like you said, just the build up to it, and even Karen getting to that place. I don't know the intention of the writer, but that's definitely what it spoke to me as well. Get into a place in life where you appreciate what you have, and even if a lot of things are in disarray, you can't do anything about it. It will be that's why I'm gonna be there whenever when she get back, when she get to it, what have you. But the
Yeah.
one thing that I can be completely submerged in is with this beautiful life that I created. So yeah, that was a great explanation.
Well, thank you, friend. That's just what I took from it, honey. The little bit of meaning that I could pull and extract from the one character that's worth a damn. I said it.
Mm.
Since we're gonna be
Mm-mm.
making them mad anyway, let's go ahead and prime them. Let's prime them.
The problem,
Um,
all right,
Shout out to Karen. Pam, get your shit together. Moving
please,
on. Let's go to Sabrina next.
baby.
That's your
I'm on
girl.
so
I
many
think I might
thoughts.
be done with her.
Baby, let me tell you something. Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. 'Cause I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do yin yang. I'm gonna do. I understand, but girl, what the
Oh,
hell you
I'm
doing?
nervous.
Okay, be nervous, friend. It's probably best. Um, it's probably best. Okay,
Oh my goodness.
so what I am going to say is I understand when you haven't been done properly in a long time. Sometimes you tend to have an attitude. You tend to be very snappy with people. You tend not to smile. You tend not to be an exuberant type of person. You kind of, because you ain't had none in a minute. And the reason why I love this moment with Sabrina is because I remember when there were times I hadn't gotten none in a while, and my friends would be like, when are you going home? Because you need to see your boyfriend. You need to see your boyfriend because, baby, your attitude is a bit, it needs to be adjusted. And when Sabrina came back to work, she was happy. She's winking her eyes. You're just lighter. You're just lighter when you get some. And I recognized it. I recognized that look. I said, Novi, Novi, baby, you
Novi,
killed that.
Novi
Novi,
killed
you
it.
killed that.
Killed it.
You killed it,
Spot
Novi.
on.
I don't know where you pulled from, sis. Maybe you didn't have to pull too far. But baby, you depicted that so perfectly. I was locked in because I'm
Yes.
like, I've been there. I've been there. And that's all the props that she's getting. Now let's get to this thing with Maurice. No, why Sabrina listens to Maurice?
At
Because
all.
every time she listens to Maurice, something crazy happens. I said, this helpful. Now, got on this app, you think you have met a doctor? You have invited this man to your home who you don't know. I mean, you don't even know what Maurice said as he is acting as if he's you. I said, baby, Sabrina, now this is, don't judge me. This is where the toxic side of me came out too as well in this moment. I'm just,
Okay. No
don't look
judgment.
like that, Erica.
No judgment. You're right, fam.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
okay. There is some toxicity that dwells within.
Within all of us.
First of all, let me just say, Doc cleans up very well.
Very well.
Doc cleans up very well. So
Child.
number one, I said, baby, did you step in the phone booth? What happened? Because were you Clark Kent? Then what happened? But anyway, he looks good,
He does.
and I am one of them ones, baby. The way that he walk, I love a confident man.
Yes.
For you to be confident, you don't know anything about this woman other than what she displayed on this profile.
Mm-hmm.
But you came in confident. You came in with the mission, baby. You was talking that talk.
He
You had the
was.
demeanor. I said, baby, I would have folded.
He respected
Sabrina, I would
consent.
have ate. Yes,
Child.
yes. Asking for the I said, baby, let me tell you
The
something.
May took me out. I was like, okay, it's
It
a
was the
fucking wrap
May
after this. It's after the May
Mother May
sir.
baby. I wouldn't, I wouldn't have gone back to work. I would not have gone back to work, period. But Sabrina, I'm gonna need you to stop inviting randoms to your home.
Hello.
That's what they have
Where you
hotels
lay your
for.
head.
Because baby, I can't. That's one thing I do not play with. My home, that's my peace haven. That's where I'm safe at. Don't try me there. Because Florida, stand your ground. If you want to, don't try me. Then you have a good time. Okay, cool. You don't. This is what got me when she was like, "Are you going back to the hospital?" He says, "I don't work at the hospital." Oh, where do you work, baby? Anytime a man pause, he lying. Anytime a man take an extra breath,
She not
anytime a
even
man give
tapped
you
in
a
enough
hug,
to be paying attention in that like she just so la 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 la.
she is, she is,
Oh,
she gone,
Sabrina, I would
she
struggle
gone.
being Sabrina's friend. I would struggle so
Uh,
hard because the way I will go into mom mode so quick. What do you
yes,
mean? What do you mean you
yes,
let this man crack that in your house? He knows where you live. What do you mean you are French kissing this felon? In before the May
why?
I just I could not compute. I could not compute for the life of me. The stranger danger is on zero. Like Sabrina. But to your point, in that moment, he is lying, and you just go. You don't give a damn what this man tell you. This man can tell you that he's boarding a goddamn spaceship at 6 o'clock, and he can't see you until next week because he's gonna be in orbit. You're gonna be like, all right, so what next week when? Sabrina, please. Now?
Girl, what about your mom? What about your dad? Where is that where
Girl,
you grew up, ma'am? Ma'am,
she was
you're
this close to
asking too many
Danny.
questions.
What about your first cousin?
I said she got one more question, and it's gonna be a wrap. You gonna know who the hell he is for real? Ask one more question.
Oh my
I
gosh, Sabrina,
said,
please. Girl.
baby,
And
who
don't get
said
me
it in the
wrong,
comments?
Ellie. What?
Somebody was like, Sabrina can't even hold right, and you're right. She can't even hold right. Jesus.
Lord knows. Ellie, I get that good dick will change your whole outlook on life. I respect it. I've been there. I can attest. But also, Ellie, what the hell was so wrong about your life that good dick was the thing that was going to solve it? Because we quite literally watched you, what, fake that Rich was putting your ass through the mattress for how long? It's not like you was going without with Rich's ass, but now all of a sudden you had this transformational sex and like, okay, great girl.
Mm-hmm.
But then also y'all still are not giving me what the hell is she actually looking for? Because if this great sex is the thing that's going to solve it all, I still don't buy it. She's going to be in a relationship with no job having former felon ass Rock in 2.5 business days. She's going to wife this man. It is coming. This is how we know for real that she don't hoe correctly, because she went out to go hoe and now she done found her a husband. A former felon husband at that. Sabrina's gonna be in this man bushes. He don't even have no home. She's gonna be tracking his ass around Atlanta. Track him all the way down to Danny's house. And this is embarrassing.
It is. Baby, she gonna be looking at him and looking for him in the daylight with a flashlight. And that's the danger of good sex too. Because good sex can definitely have you doing things that you never ever thought that you would do. And the fact that you're trying to be a hoe, you can't hoe correctly. You're gonna be stuck on stupid. And on top of that, you're going to fall in love with someone who's going to be asking you for a place to stay. Penis, sex is powerful. You know what I'm saying? It's powerful. You got to be careful with it. You got to be careful. Everybody ain't meant to be with the person. That's why a lot of people who are married, they're not married to the person who gave them the best sex of their life. You have to be careful. It will okay, it'll do something to you. But it was just a lot.
It's like witchcraft.
Girl. And then you start doing things like them.
You didn't even. I would have respected Sabrina more if she would have took him to Danny's house, but then that would have outed him. Took him to Maurice's house.
Oh yeah.
Take him to a friend's house. You told this man to meet you at your door. And he was smooth. He was too damn smooth. He was fine as frog.
Baby, he was smooth with it. Child. See, baby. See, Rock is one of them dudes, baby. You hit that one time and you let it go. And if you've ever I've had one of them. I said, "Oh, ain't no way, because I don't like nothing controlling me." And from that one experience, I knew this person will have me out my mind. Ain't no way in hell. Thank you for the one time. That's all you get. Because you ain't finna get me. You ain't finna get me. I'm sorry, bro. No, sir. No, sir. And Sabrina done messed up. Talking about this the best she's ever had. I said, oh, it's a wrap.
Stalker Sabrina is loading.
You finna be, she finna be here for a minute.
Child.
She finna be here for a minute.
And Lord forbid he gets his together on the back end. Because I would be inclined to root for Rock if he stacks up his not on the back of Sabrina. If Sabrina don't have to rebuild his whole damn life for him, then by golly, Miss Smiley, let him continue to put your ass through that mattress. Amen. But the fact that he ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and or $20 to wash his hands after he spills it on himself, no. Sabrina, back away.
Yeah.
Back away.
Yeah. Yeah. Sabrina, I'm happy for you, but I don't want this for you. I don't want this for you. You deserve so much better. You deserve
so much better, Buki. Like, you really deserve so much better. Look at you. Girl.
And then you showing Danny the picture of her cousin penis. I bust out laughing on that part. Danny is, oh my God, yeah. I said, no, Danny, no. No, you don't want to be doing that right now to this picture on this phone. I thought that was hilarious. I said, baby, what's worse? Big up in your cousin penis on a phone, or finding out that you had sex with the same person Maurice had sex with?
I was about to say, both of them pretty bad. At this point, the track record is just, girl, you love to be in sexual conundrums. That's what it gives me. Mm-hmm. That's what it gives me. But talking about Danny, Sabrina manages to come up with some type of financial advice for her best friend, because she ain't doing it her damn job. Every time I see you come in this hole, you are chit chatting with Maurice or Paige or the both of them, or you're having some irate ass bald black man run all up and through with all of his ignorance. At this point, I'm gonna need them to take this manager position back because you ain't managed a damn thing in this bank. You ain't managing Sabrina. Just a quick note. But it's great advice for Danny. I'm surprised that she actually gonna take it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too.
Maybe Rock can cook. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. One. With the demon dick and knowing how to boil some noodles. No. 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 Absolutely not. I know that was mighty specific, Ellie. But
I'm going to just say, the demon dick would get me, but you have to come better than some noodles. I can't do that.
Ellie, what did these niggas know how to cook? They don't be knowing how to cook a damn thing with some noodles.
The one that I said,
maybe it was some spaghetti.
Done, which is the noodle step cousin. Girl, the one that I said it was a one and done, he was a chef. So on top of that,
oh Ellie, what the hell? Why didn't you marry him?
Girl. No ma'am. First of all, he was too good.
Okay, what was his bad qualities though, Ellie?
Everything.
A chef?
First of all, it was me. I was the problem. Because what you not gonna do, it's a control thing for me. Okay. And if I feel like this right here is gonna have me acting like I do not want to act, this gonna have me, and then we're trying to be in a relationship anyway. So you can't be just somebody who I get digged down by. And I'm acting crazy over you. No, you're not my man. Like you're not my man. You're just somebody I'm gonna. Erica, maybe I can't really explain it well.
Oh, okay, okay.
But it was
he a trash individual? Like not a good person?
No, he was not a trash individual. At the time, we were both not looking for that. It's kind of like what's Sabrina doing? We just out here doing our thing. And then our one experience was so magnetic. I was like, there is no way in hell. There is no way in hell you can be like, let me just call, girl.
The willpower is strong because I didn't have it at that time. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Now,
if he's not a trash individual, child, it's a wrap.
One thing Allie got is self-control. If I say I'm not doing that anymore, I'm not doing it anymore. I don't care how bad I want to do it. It ain't gonna happen. I was walking into the store because it was like a grocery store, but it was a restaurant next to it. His restaurant was next to it. I didn't even know that. I was talking to my friend on the phone, and I see him at my peripheral. My body began to respond just from the sight of him. Mm-hmm. And I told my friend, I said, girl, just talk to me. What did you do today? How was work? I said, just say anything. Because I said, I'm having a moment, and I said, this has never happened to me before. I don't even know what the hell to do. I'm walking into the store. I'm about to have a full-blown y'all feel me? Full-blown. Girl, talk. Take my mind off of it, because I ain't getting turned on by your voice. Just from a gaze.
I love like that. For
not
you, friend.
I not me. No, nobody. Nope. And he tried to run, and he tried. He was very persistent, but you ain't finna get me. I'm sorry. No,
Sometimes we need to get got, friend.
No, honey.
He's gainfully employed, not a terrible person, can cook. I'm just...
No. What Jamie Foxx said is stronger than any drug, even love. sex. No, sir. No, I'm good.
I think it's the combination for me that be the lethal weapon. But we're going to go ahead and move on, y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. Y'all probably gonna get a lot of my business tonight, but you're welcome.
When don't they get out damn business? Because at this point,
yes,
the noodles do be hitting. I'm gonna address the noodles because some of y'all be feeling me on the noodles. So y'all, Tiff said them noodle breaks be good. They do, but that's how they get you. It's really the demon dick, y'all. It's that, and then you be so hungry. And that is something of sustenance. So they be tricking you. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. The noodles is not enough. We ain't going to be able to make it enough no more. No. But at least y'all feel me. Y'all been there. Anyway.
I got sucked. I got sucked into. I I ain't gonna. I'm gonna tell on myself. I done got cooked in by some noodles too, honey. But it was Alfredo. The
Child. And then
setup. The
they
setup,
swear
baby.
that we be peddling that damn Alfredo. No, that be them. That be
That be
them.
them. That
That
be
be them.
them.
Okay, Danny gets a check in this episode. I wish that she would have never got a damn check. I wanted her to
Cause
not
she
ever
don't
see that
deserve
money.
it.
Ooh, I wanted her to never
She
see that
don't
moment.
deserve it.
Ugh, hate that for us.
She was so happy.
Um, so we done with Danny because that's pretty much all she get in this episode.
That's pretty much. That's pretty much all she did.
Great. Moving on.
Yep.
Dun dun dun. Now we're gonna talk about Andy's ass, who looks absolutely amazing in this episode, who is doing her damn job when she is pursuing these cases. This case in particular that means a whole hell of a lot to her. Too bad she don't have a paralegal slash law clerk, law secretary to assist her as the managing partner of a multi-million-dollar law firm. Too bad. Oh, she does have a law secretary and paralegal, but she can't tell her what to do because she ain't the boss. What the hell? What the helly? I don't give a damn how good Fatima looks. Y'all's girl is dead ass wrong. Period. Full stop. And I don't even want to hear it. Allie?
I just wanna since we're here, I wanna tell y'all, it's a lot of y'all in the chat. It's a lot of y'all who I rocks with, who we're cool. Even though we may have differences of opinion about Fatima, I actually like y'all. We're cool. But y'all gonna have to take this bullet tonight for y'all good sis. Because when I tell y'all, I had already told Erica that I was gonna be unhinged tonight. I put it in the chat earlier. I have been called a hater so many times within the last 7 days than I have in the past 4 months off of a trailer breakdown. Everybody who called me a hater, I said, where, how did I hate? People said I was lying on Fatima. I said, where did I lie? Nobody answered the question. I just kept getting called a hater. Never told me how I was hating. Never told me how I was lying. Since there have been so many people bringing up stuff that Karen did 4, 5, 6 seasons ago, I'm bringing up stuff Fatima did, starting at season 1. Y'all are gonna have to take this tonight. So I'm gonna give people a reason not to like me. It's gonna be all truth.
Ooh.
Y'all brought this on yourself. Where you want to start, sis?
Wherever you want to go. I'm going where you go because if they think that what you said was bad,
This is what I'm going to say. Because there were so many people with this jealousy situation that Andy is jealous of Fatima. And I kept stating exactly, because that's a very broad statement to say someone is jealous. What exactly is she jealous about? I've had no one to tell me specifically what she was jealous about. Some people said, oh, it's the flowers. Andy is pushing a Rolls Royce and living in a penthouse. I guarantee she don't give two damns about not one stem that's posted in Fatima's office. She doesn't care. People was giving Fatima so many props about how she's the reason that Andy still has her job. She's the reason that Andy is where she is. That's bull. Y'all know the rest. Let's be very clear. Fatima has spread them legs open to Hayden. And it obviously wasn't that good because he wasn't pushing for her to be anything other than the front desk clerk at that law firm. No one else saw her potential. No one else thought she was good. No one else thought she was a viable person in this law firm but Andy. If it wasn't for Andy, Fatima would still be at that desk calling the associates, letting them know that their lunch is on her desk. They can come pick it up. So before we talk about who's jealous, let's deal with the real. Nobody was shaking for Fatima except for Andy. And if Andy hadn't got that law firm that lawsuit popping off in the first season with Bellamy and all of that, Fatima would still be at that desk. But she's the best. But best what? Obviously not. And the only reason she got it wasn't because Andy was so fond of her work. It was because of the personal attachment that Andy had to Fatima, not because she was great at her job.
She was working overtime, wielding
So
that gun, getting them hoes up off her back. That's what got her where she's at with
I want us to
Andy.
be very clear.
Not her litigating
Yes.
skills, not how many words she can type per minute.
Okay.
She was carrying that yeah, and Andy needed somebody to be behind her with that yeah. That's what went down.
Okay, and also, since we want to, let's deal with the pick me spirit that's in Fatima. Let's deal with the pick me.
Ooh.
Because if I remember correctly, I really love your friend group. I love y'all. Y'all is so great. I wish I could hang with y'all. Pick me to go to lunch. I'll never forget when Andy was going to lunch with her girl. She told Fatima, "Can you let them know I'm on my way?" Fatima had a sad face because she wasn't invited. Pick me. I want to be the one. Pick me. Not only in the professional and personal friendship world, we're gonna talk about that too. It might be over for her, but it's not over for you. 12 hours later, your legs wrapped around his waist. I see pick me spirit all up in here. Even tonight, the pick me spirit, the spirit of, oh, not me. It may be me, but because it's me, you should let it slide. Whole lot of that. And I'm going to bring up the mess she said about Karen, baby, every time I get. Why? Because Karen don't get no grace. Karen still get talked about. She's still spread across all social media platforms. And this is just the beginning of what I have to say. But we're going to get more into that. But that pick me, you know what I thought about also, Erica? Since we Fatima. Mm-hmm. Fatima ain't that much more different than Haley on Beyond the Gates.
Ooh.
She not much different.
That popped out to me today with today's episode when she reminded everybody that she's a paralegal that don't do no damn work. You're a paralegal that's never at the office. Mm-hmm. You're a paralegal that's always cooking up some kind of scheme. Yes. You conspiring with Todd over a scheme.
Yes. Let me address this though. And Demetra, I'm glad you brought this up. She said, I agree, Allie. She helped Andy with Gary mess. This is the thing that gets me, because this is the episode, this is the season that I told Erica I've always looked at Fatima sideways, because why the hell would you usher in Gary into Andy's home? Now, Fatima got a better house than everybody. Fatima don't need no money. Fatima ain't baby. But if I remember correctly, didn't she tell Andy that she needed the $500 to help pay for her student loans because she didn't have the money? So which one is it? So Fatima, you're lying about it, or you was in cahoots with Gary. Which one? Because I remember when, a certain reviewer put out the rumor or the possibility that Karen was sleeping with Gary, and it was a possibility that the baby she was carrying was Gary's. I would beg to differ that if anybody, even one of them friends, opened their legs to Gary's ass, it was Fatima. Because why are you helping him when you don't need the money? Then all of a sudden you want to help Gary. Then a couple of weeks later, now you can't stand him. Why?
The same way that you can't stand Hayden?
And you can't stand
Hayden. And he didn't sample the cookies too? Oh.
You gave him the cookies and he left your ass at that front desk. Now all of a sudden he want to work with you. Okay, let's go.
And he's only doing that because it's helping to stick it to Andy, which is what is giving me all of the gumption that I have for Fatima in this episode. Because in addition to you being insubordinate, in addition to you failing to do your job professionally and prioritize, you are quite literally allowing your damn boss's colleague to be able to build up bullets and weaponize himself against her and invalidate her actual authority as managing partner of this damn law firm, all because you want to live out your law, your damn, I have a law degree, no law degree having ass fantasies with these goofy ass basketball players that is more concerned with dribbling your ass like a basketball than actually putting some type of respect on your real ass intellect. You quite literally are now friend of my enemy is my friend type shit when it comes to Hayden, because he's conspiring against your goddamn boss and she's on the other side of what the hell you want in this moment. So now she your enemy too? Fatima, this feels very opportunistic. This feels very pick me, ho. You accepting all these damn gifts from all these basketball players feels very pick me as well. There's people in my comment section, well, why the hell can't she accept the gifts, Erica? They was given to her. She can't accept the gifts because, first of all, let's lead by the rules that you set in your own damn relationship. If there was a bunch of women sending Zach a bunch of flowers, would you be set tripping? If there was a woman sitting in Zach a goddamn tote and or a briefcase, would you be tripping? If there was a woman showing up at Zach's goddamn office while he's playing solitaire, sitting and staring up in his damn face, would you be tripping? Every last one of them moments, she would be tripping. That's why she can't do it. Not because I don't think the girl don't deserve no damn flowers. Not because I don't think the girl is beautiful. Not because I don't think the girl, whatever. She don't need to be accepting these gifts from these men because she would never let Zach do it. And you need to operate within the parameters of the relationship that you damn set if you actually want to have a healthy relationship. But newsflash, I figured out a long ass time ago. Fatima don't want a healthy relationship, and neither does Zach because he don't know how to have one. She does and just doesn't want one. Fatima operates in chaos, but the problem is she wants to control the chaos.
That's it. That is it.
Hold on, and another thing, actually, because aside from you allowing Hayden to get on his damn high horse and have some kind of ground to shoot at Andi in his goddamn law firm, I am going to take it upon myself to assume, based off of your goofy ass actions, Miss Fatima, that you are not prioritizing this case because you are relieved that that damn baby is dead and you don't want to push for them to get any goddamn justice because your ass is relieved. It's disgusting.
I thank you. That's how I know. We didn't even talk about anything specific.
At all.
You took my point. You took my point. Because, yes, going back to Haley, for those who watch Beyond the Gates, now, Bill, your daughter missing, that's your main priority. Why are you not fighting me? What about me? What me? This man done lost his baby. I want Zach to be better for me. I don't want him to be acting like this. It's not about you. I said, baby, y'all, these parallels. Y'all the same person. Y'all have the same intent. These men are going through something traumatic, dealing with their children, and somehow or another, you want to make this about you. But it's interesting because I feel like even with Fatima, the writers, even though April, I gave you props for this episode, I'm not liking the fact that Fatima is not having to answer for certain things.
Yes.
When Andi asked her, Fatima, do you work for me or Hayden? All we get is a look. We do not get a response. I'm not understanding why we're not getting a response. And maybe we didn't need one because her actions show me exactly who the hell she thinks she works for. And it's not Andi. The way that Fatima, and it goes back to what you just said, Erica, the way that Fatima was dropping the ball with this case, it goes back to the fact that this woman is happy, relieved, thankful, grateful that this child has. I don't care what anyone says, because anytime you can skip to your damn loo after revealing such revelation, it doesn't bother you. You don't mention it again. And then you go to work the next day, and the thing that is affecting or did affect Karen and affecting other Black women, it's as if, hey, ain't no sweat on my brow. Oops, I forgot. I'll get to it.
You only go to the sunken place when Andi brings up her case. But when you running around here with the contracts for these players, you still got all the energy in the world, but you slumped and you loving it. Your ass is McDonald's because you fucking McLoving it. But the moment she asks you for these damn nurses statements, now all of a sudden, oh, Andi, oh, I'm gonna. What the hell are you doing now? Shucking and jiving and deprioritizing because your ass is devilish.
Yes. Yeah. Now, double checking, nothing. Talk about Andi. Fatima's supposed to be 15.
Hold on 1 second, Ellie. Tell your son we love him, Desi. Thank you so much. I'm glad he enjoys the channel.
Oh, that's so oh my God. That is hilarious.
I just wanted to catch that. Go ahead, Ellie. What did you say?
But yeah, Andi's asking her, it's supposed to be 15 statements. There are only 12. Are you sure? Hell, but she know how to count. It was 12. You know it was 12. What are the other 3? Oh, I said to backdate it 6 months before Karen was seen. This is only 2. Fatima don't give a damn about that case.
At all.
Fatima is only focused on these players' contracts because she is loving the attention that she is getting from these men. The way that Chaz, I know we haven't gotten there yet, but just when he told Zach, oh, that's the only gift she told you about? A purse. Oh, she's gotten more gifts than that. Oh, she ain't telling you. I said, Chaz, I love you, baby. I love you.
Love him down. Except for when, you know what? Partially love him down. Partially.
Yeah. We yeah.
Because we're going to get there. We're going to get there.
But I said, for baby, Fatima over, I said, Zach, and the way this is, and I don't think I brought any attention to this last week. The way that Fatima was talking to Chaz on that phone let me know it wasn't their first time.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, why does he even have your cell phone number? Because anything that has to be discussed should be discussed while you're at work, not off work hours. So what type of conversations that y'all have been having? People telling me, oh well, Fatima would never do anything. What you mean Fatima would never do? The same Fatima who had a random come up to her house to tell Zach that he was her baby daddy. That Fatima? That Fatima. She wouldn't do nothing like that, please. The same Fatima who invited her ex to dinner when Zach was about to propose to her. That Fatima.
That Fatima. That Fatima.
That one. Okay. The Fatima that was about to ride. Now I can't blame it though, because he was fine. I can't think of his name right now on
Paul,
Fatima.
baby, Paul.
Oh,
I
baby.
still wish that happened, and that ain't even my
I don't
coochie.
know what the hell she
I
was
would have
thinking
him with
with
her
that.
coochie. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jamira said, but the
Like
fans keep
that.
saying she's relieved so she won't have to deal with Karen's drama. Can we unpack that? Because what
No,
drama?
yeah,
I
I
think I
can't
already
stand
got
it.
down to the nitty gritty of it. It's not that she don't want no drama. It's not that she don't want no chaos. It's that she wants the chaos that she can control. So don't bring your baby mamas over here, but I'm going to bring multiple basketball players with more money, more intellect, more notoriety, more swag, and allow you to feel inferior because we already know that you have an easily bruised ass ego. And I'm going to stir up some because I can control that. I ain't even going to really give them the cat. I'm just going to tease them a little bit and you going to act right.
Mm-hmm.
This is the chaos I can control. But your baby mama who actually has sense, who's a business owner, who is the best friend of my damn boss, who's now getting me together, I don't want no parts of that. We clock you, Fatima. We clock you.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said
Mm-hmm.
last week, your ass is in your trash era. You can exit whenever you like.
Period. Yes. And while we clocking you, sis, you had a problem with Zach wanting to invest in Roots to Riches,
Ooh.
but you're setting up a meeting for him to invest with a basketball player for a damn restaurant.
Allie,
All your
since
cards
we're
are being
here,
shown.
because like I really want to clarify for the clarifying. She's
Mm-hmm.
not actually asking Zach to invest. She's asking this man to invest with Zach. And y'all want me to believe that Chaz does his damn big one and he's thorough. Zach ain't got a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of, and or a resume to boot. At best, he got a couple little duplexes that he owns that Bryson set up, and he's trying to divorce his ass in that damn business. He goes in that hole and plays solitaire. Meanwhile, he can sit his ass across from him in this dusty ass juice bar in the juices of Penelope's old hoe ass at that. Oh, the irony there. He can sit his ass there and look across at Chaz and have all of these damn questions that he don't even have the authority to be able to ask, because this is the multi-millionaire actually coming with the damn money and the resources to get the damn thing done. What you gonna come with your good looks and a scowl, Zach, please? Hostile with that man from the very beginning, and he's here simply because Fatima told him to. Fatima told me to give you a bunch of millions of dollars, and you a former felon, a hood nigga. What are we talking about? My biggest problem with Chaz is that he didn't give Zach the energy that he should have gave him from the very jump, because Zach was hostile from the jump. This is a multi-million-dollar professional basketball player moving with no goddamn security, and it's a hood nigga ready to take his damn head off, and he's polite the entire time. He is cordial. He is graceful. In what world? Zach is not Batman. He can get his rock. Please put me in, coach, because I will go in there and slap the shit out of Zach. Since nobody want to do it, it needs to be done. Zach needs his ass whooped immediately. Zach needs his ass whooped from the rooter to the damn tutor. I swear to God he does.
Missed opportunity, but we know that wasn't gonna happen. I don't want it to happen.
But
so
why? Much. Why won't that happen? Why won't a professional basketball player, another real, not swing on a man that's trying him? If they both come from similar places, if they both have certain perspectives, because Zach and Fatima operate with an unbridled level of privilege that y'all asses will never be able to disprove. Fatima can run amok down at the law firm unchecked because of privilege. Zach can run amok for everybody in the entire world. It don't matter who goes up against him. Everybody's so afraid of Zach knocking their asses out. His ass is not Terrence Crawford. He can get his rocked. Not Erica versus Fatima.
Oh my god.
I don't even want to fight Fatima. I want to fight her damn man. To be quite honest,
To be honest, yeah.
Fatima will be the hoe I leave to her own damn devices. I already see how she move. Fatima would be a girl I would never be friends with. She's shisty. And it's worse because she comes in a beautiful ass package. And she masks very well. Her masking is
In
immaculate.
my, I agree with you wholeheartedly in this moment. And I talked about this when I did my trailer breakdown. Fatima reminds me of someone who I used to be friends with. Light skinned, pretty. She could have, it was like an innocence about her. And I can vividly remember so many times that she would do something or say something. And people would ask me, "Are you sure that's what she meant? Are you sure she did that?" I said, "Yeah, that hoe did that. Like, I know her. Y'all are just looking off of what she looks like on the outside. Light skinned girl. She looked like she wouldn't hurt a fly. My friend would cut you from the rooter to the tutor, say whatever she had to say. But she got that innocent smile that people are, Alicia, are you sure you ain't the mean one? Me? Why? Because I'm dark. I'm the
Hello?
mean one. I'm the, you know what I'm saying?
Hello?
It's like those are the things that does happen. So it plays into that. And I'm gonna make this very clear because it was so much of the hate and because Fatima light skin, all this stuff that was being said. I said I want somebody, and I know y'all listening, and I know y'all in here. When people want to say it's not a colorism issue, it ain't a color thing. If Fatima was portrayed by a darker complexioned woman, her popularity, her relevance would be completely different. She would not be coined the Beyonce of BET, and there would not be any Beyonce references to her character. Now, I want somebody to come and dispel that. That is the only reason that she is being coined that is because of her skin tone. Now, let me make it very clear. I love all my brothers and sisters. I don't care what complexion you are, from the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark. But one thing that we're not going to do is insult and play on our intelligence as if there is not a difference when you are light skinned in Western civilization. The closer you are to Caucasian, the more easier it is. The more people, if I went and my friend went and did something and committed a crime, they would be more apt to think that I did it than she did it. And that helper would have been the one that did it, but it's just that's what it is. So my thing is, I don't have an issue with people disagreeing with me. I just need people to be real about it. We can have these real conversations, and the reality is, because of pretty privilege and because of fair skin, there are things that Fatima has been able to get away with, things that she has been able to say. All of this stuff, she can be asked a question, never answer it. She can lay something heavy like that on Karen's sister, on one of Karen's dearest friends, and not be checked. That is, no one else on this show will be able to get away with that. But there's a reason why. And like you said, the way that her and Zach walk around the Sisters universe with so much privilege, because it happens on Zatima as well, so much privilege. I don't care what nobody say. This is just my thing. I'm gonna stick with it. Last season, when Zach got in that bed, when Leslie was in that bed, I know he slid up in her. You ain't finna tell me that you thought that body belonged to Fatima. She's inches taller than her. Body is wider than her. You didn't know the difference, Nick? You slid up in that. I'ma stick with it. Totally off topic, but it's just it's the privilege.
Well,
You
there
get
is
the
people
privilege.
fighting for their life saying that Zach never cheated on her. He cheated for
Oh
me when he
hell,
said his ass next to Deja saying, "I'm trying not to fish out of you." When, the
I
moment that
never
that
did
fell
that.
out of his mouth, I said, "Oh, I am done. I am done."
I
Because I'll
never
be
did
damned if
that.
my man's going to be doing that. And it's okay. I'll be damned. But, I want to clear up something real quick because there's a sub conversation happening. And shout out to you, Robin K. I'm going to read your super chat in 1 second. Thank you so much for that. But Regia and Jamira are seemingly going back and forth in the chat. And they're talking
Okay.
about, because Jamira originally asked, what drama is Fatima worried about? It wouldn't have been no drama with Karen. And she was speaking to Karen getting to a really great place with Zach and Fatima and like it moving healthily before losing the babies.
Yeah.
So that is a very real thing. and there would have been drama. But I don't necessarily think that there would have been drama necessarily from Karen's point of view. Zach was stirring up drama, trying to take her damn baby, trying to put her baby in the school that she didn't actually sign off on, berating Karen with all of these text messages and all this kind of stuff. Because Zach operates at a lower level of emotional intelligence, there was always going to be friction in their co-parenting,
Mm-hmm.
just because Zach is not evolving quickly enough to be able to match the maturity level of everybody involved. And Zach, to me, would have been the weakest link out of all four of them. Between Aaron, Karen, Zach, and Fatima, Zach was always going to be the weakest link. So the miscommunication that would break down specifically because of him and what he heard versus what was actually said, what he wanted to do versus what he actually communicated, all of that could have been additional drama, and she don't want to have to deal with none of it. So I'm not going to say that there would have been no drama, but I do agree that she didn't want to deal with the drama of that. But I'm not going to agree with the level of like y'all trying to play like Karen was still in her crazy era and she was just going to be dragging her nuts over Zach's forehead throughout the whole 18 years of these children, when she literally was birthing twins, owns multiple businesses at this point, has an investor, and is prepping to be the wife of an accountant, another, like, she already has so much other stuff going on her plate, so her situation was already different. There was not going to be a return of the Karen. There was not going to be a return of the Karen that we had seen in seasons 3 and 4. And I do think that the sweeties are harping on, oh, well, she had played crazy for this, and this amount of time, and that's what she was going to give. No, she wasn't going to give that, but it would have given natural resistance. It would have given Zach dropping the ball quite a bit, because that's what he does well. He's a professional at dropping the goddamn ball. And it would not have been the easiest thing. It would have been something that they had to actually work around. And then also, Fatima has a dream, pretty much, of being the mother of his first daughter. So that is also in it too. The drama of, for her internally, of knowing that this wasn't his first daughter, right? Even though it still wouldn't be his first daughter. As far as I'm concerned, whether the child makes it or not, that is still not going to be his first daughter if Fatima has a daughter. But whatever. All of that is to me a part of the conversation. And that's the part, like, the sweeties pick and choose what they want to actually account for in the context that they want to apply. So I know, like, we try to facilitate clear, honest, open, transparent conversations. I just wanted to jump in and give y'all some of that as well to, like, munch on as y'all going back and forth, because y'all are saying the same thing. Like, I don't think that y'all are actually at odds, but that's the context that's not actually being spoken to. And Robert K, thank you so much for your super chat. You said Fatima being relieved reminds me of a character in a book I read. This woman, or this character, had a small part in the book, but she was causing harm to the women and being relieved because her husband couldn't keep it in his pants. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Diabolical. Child. Thank you for the super chat, boo. What's the name of the book? That seems interesting. Mm-hmm. Did you want to add anything, Allie, to what Jamira and Reggie was talking about?
I really wish I would have stopped, but I think you did a great summarization of what was going on. I think a lot has to be mentioned, because I do understand wholeheartedly within the Sistas fandom that Karen gets such a bad rep. If something bad is going to happen, if it's drama that's going to take place, it's going to come from her. And the conversation never includes the other people have inflicted drama as well, especially with Zach. You think about just last season when Fatima told Zach that, Karen is over you. She's talking about getting back with Aaron. Since when? Yep. As if, what you mean she don't want me no more? Like, that lets me know Zach was getting off on that. But you can look at Fatima, I don't want her, it don't bother. No, you like that. You like the fact that Karen had residual feelings for you and they were being displayed. And quiet as kept, he had residual feelings too, but you over here getting coochie, new coochie, so you good. Yeah. And I think that, honestly, Fatima and Karen were such, the place they came to, when Karen told this woman, I wouldn't mind if my daughter called you Mama Fatima, that is huge.
Yes.
That right there is huge. So it always interests me how when people bring up old stuff that Karen did, they got to go back so many seasons. I'm like, let's just talk about what has happened recently. She got to, I don't want Zach. I want to make this thing work with Aaron. I want to have a family with him. Fatima, me and you cool. We may not be friends, but we're going to be cool. We're going to raise these kids. Our children are going to be siblings, and I just want us to be cohesive. Yeah. I think that was huge. Even though Fatima did show up unannounced, The fact that her and Karen still had that conversation, I had to throw that in there. But the fact that her and Karen had this conversation, I thought it was absolutely amazing, and it interests me that people don't want to, stick there.
Yeah,
It's going back to what Karen was going to be the one. No, she wasn't. I do
at
not
all.
believe that Karen would have been the person inflicting such drama. It would have been Zach. We seeing it now. We see how, even if, I believe if Zach was not going through anything with the loss of his child, if he wasn't experiencing grief, he would still be acting this way towards
Yep,
Chaz.
he would. I
Period.
personally think that his response to Chaz has nothing to do with the grief, and that was like my
Correct.
my biggest thing, probably next to like the privilege of Zach being able to do whatever the hell he wants to. My second biggest issue was that now y'all have rushed him out of his grief era back into his jealousy bag. He lives here. He knows this. Like, we've already seen this version of Zach. We have not seen a vulnerable, grieving man, but y'all now have given him something by way of his fiance, who knows full well who the hell she's dealing with, and set him up for it. Yes, I'm going to say she set him up for it. She's just as responsible for how Zach is behaving in this moment, for putting him in this moment. Now we're back in his, oh, jealous, I'm a caveman, this is my woman, don't touch her, don't look at her, don't da 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 da, when he still should be grieving his damn kid. And now, if I really want to put my damn spidey senses to work, and if I want to get into an actual hater bag, or as close to a hater bag as I would probably get to, I will point out you couldn't get to him one way by simply sexing the grief out of him. He wouldn't talk to you about the damn grief. He didn't want to really kick it with you, skate with you in the moment. He wanted to be a damn lone. You couldn't figure out how to center yourself by actually plopping yourself in there. So then you go and you drum up attention from other niggas that you know is going to get his attention. So now he's back focused on you being proxy because he's focused on you, because that's focused on you.
Mm-hmm. I believe
Trash
it.
era. And ain't nobody going to tell me that she not. Do you know how diabolical you
Yeah.
gotta be to need to be centered in somebody's season of grief this hard?
Yes. And I believe I'm with you, sis. This is the scheme. What is it?
Set
Because
up
I
by
don't watch the
Todd.
Housewives. The setup by top. Because when Fatima was on that phone with Zach, you know your man so well. It's amazing how well they claim they know each other, but the show continually shows us how much they don't or pretend not to.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe Fatima set this man up. When Fatima was talking to Zach, you could hear it in Zach's voice that he didn't give two damns about no meeting with this man. All he wanted to do was be in the same proximity as the man who's sending my girl flowers and bags, so on and so forth. But she was like, baby, you sound a little weird. You want me to, yeah, set that up, bet that up. Yeah, set that meeting up. Yeah. It was all aggressive, everything. I'm like, Fatima, for you to claim how much Zach, you know Zach is not interested in this meeting with this guy for the right reasons. But you're so gung ho because you're the chosen one to oversee these contracts that you just not lost your mind. Or as Erica so eloquently stated, you set this thing up because you knew this was going to be the thing to get your Zach back. Be here for it, sis.
Baby, the way that she
Be
won't have to worry about me advocating for Zach to be a better partner to her because she likes him how he is.
Yes.
She feels like she has a certain level of control over how he is. The chaos that Zach elicits at this particular stage, she is 100% good
Yeah.
with. When he is taking steps
Yeah.
to be vulnerable, when he's taking steps to better understand himself, when he's taking steps to push through grief and go through the grief that could ultimately help transform who he is and how he thinks and what he feels, she got a problem with it. She throwing up red flags about it. She's trying to circumvent it. But when he's stewing in a jealous ass, narcissistic ass, egotistical ass, raggedy ass, Negro trope that has been Zach up until this point, oh, that's her man, her man, her man, her man, her man. Again, diabolical.
It's diabolical work. It's diabolical work all the way around. And not that I'm gonna feel bad for Zach, but I just do. I just feel like this, regardless, man, woman, whomever you date, you know your partner. You know
Mm-hmm.
their triggers. You know the thing that take them from 0 to 50 in point 0.3 seconds. You know that. if you love your spouse, you love your partner, there are certain things I'm not going to put my man in because one, I don't want the possibility of you going to jail. I don't want your freedom taken away. I don't want the possibility of you harming anyone. So if I know that you are jealous in that way, you're insecure, really, I'm not going to put you in a position that is going to tap on that. And I think it's dangerous to be with anybody who would intentionally do that to you because Zach could have hit this man. Zach could have done something to possibly end his career or end his season as an athlete. There are so many things at play here. And the fact that Fatima just allowed this man to just walk into the situation knowing he's not up to invest in anything at the moment because hell, your man ain't even working, sis. You are. You leave him at home while you clocking in. What money does Zach have to invest?
2 points.
I need to
Two
know. So
points I need to insert here, Allie.
go
Two
ahead, boo.
points. Two motherfucking points. Don't give me that she don't know. Because all of season 3 of Zatima was about her knowing exactly what the hell Zach was capable of and trying to run interference. So you run interference so that he don't put his hands around his brother's neck. But you literally set up the play, set up the parlay, so that he can go and lay hands on a professional basketball player who has a capability of suing y'all into oblivion if he does so. Okay, cool. That's the first thing. So she knows. Don't tell me her ass don't know because she do. Second thing, in addition to you practicing law at a law firm to where you are not actually a licensed attorney, you have no Esquire behind your name, you have no actual Juris Doctorate to back up you trying to practice law, you then provide financial advice, not being a financial agent either, to a multi-million-dollar basketball player and client. So not only are you outside your purview practicing law as a damn paralegal, but you send this man to give his money to somebody who also has no real estate degree, who also has no business degree, who also has no damn credentials to back up any of the damn business that you are actually sending his way to do, giving him indirectly fraudulent ass advice that's also outside of your damn purview. You doing a lot of things that's outside of your goddamn job description. It's supposed to be cool. Chaz could literally sue you 7 ways from Sunday, and you keep racking up charges. All in what? The name of you calling back the attention of your goofy ass fiance from him grieving his daughter? Now we done passed diabolical to damn desperate and dumb.
DDD. Diabolical, desperate, and dumb.
Wait, okay. Robin, stop.
What happened?
He just told me the book. They just told me the book. I can't tell by your picture. You got a Jay-Z picture, so Robin, I don't know if that's Jay-Z eating that damn food, ain't it, in your profile picture? Okay, so this is a real quick tangent, because again, thank you for the super chat, Robin. I really appreciate it. This is book 3 of Kasim. Okay, so I've been like trying not to pull the trigger on getting a goddamn Audible account because I read Capone 1, 2, and 3. And now I'm trying to go and read Capadonna and Capri and so that is already on my damn list. Okay, so book 3 is the book in which the girl is running amok, unaliving. Wow.
Is that the author you were telling me about today that you've been reading?
Girl, well, that's the urban author I was telling you about.
Oh, okay,
not
okay.
the one I've been reading. I've been reading all of Christina C. Jones's catalog, but I was reading Jaquil. Jaquil, baby.
Oh, okay.
Something ain't right with Jaquil, baby. But them characters. Okay, so I'm already on it. Let me find out. Jack will be running amok. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just a little bit of book moment. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for telling me that. I was very shocked to see that that's the title because it tracks. When I really think about it, it's like that is not far fetched for Jacquel, like at all. Yeah, Fatima's diabolical, desperate, and dumb. Mm-hmm. And y'all can kick and scream and slide down the wall about it, punch the air.
Make the Twitter post, but I know they coming.
It's the fact that she deliberately wants to work with Hayden without her friend or boss's approval is crazy.
Oh my
Hayden,
God.
the same one that you've been
Hayden.
hating this entire time, the same one that you've been trying to get fired this entire time, but you're going to use him because Andi don't want to do what the hell you want to do, or don't want to comply for you when you are her subordinate. So now Hayden is of use and it's cool. So go work for him then. The way that Andi, if I was Andi, the transfer papers for her to be his paralegal would have been so swift. I wouldn't even have had a conversation. You got it. This what you want? Go for it,
Yes.
baby.
Yes. 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 That's me all the way. I'm the type of person, and I told me and my mom was having a conversation, and I said one thing I grew out of. I'm not asking someone a question that's going to cause them to lie to me. I'm going to make the decision for you. It's already here. You've shown me. I don't have to ask you, do you work for me or you work for Hayden? Your actions show you work for Hayden, so baby, I'm gonna let you do that. Baby, I would have been after that conversation. I'm going to transfer you right now. I don't care about anything else.
And I'm
And
gonna
I
give you a
don't, but
tip
I'm
in
so
here
proud
today. After you missed the first
to
check
baby
in,
what?
I would have had a tip there that afternoon.
Yes.
What are you
And
talking
let's talk
about?
about the things that Fatima missed because she's so engrossed with these contracts. The information that Andi was able to get on her own from the hospital about this doctor changing his name because he has unalived so many women in Alabama that
Mm-hmm.
now he's going under another name. That's why you have a paralegal. That's why you
Yep.
have someone to do the research for you. They go above and beyond to find out about this man. You didn't even find that out. So, in addition to the nurse's statements that Andi needs, in addition to the 6 months backdate of information that she needs, there's also another state that she could go and pull information about this man. But because her assistant isn't assisting, this is the stuff that Andi is writing down. These are the things that Andi is doing. What do I need you for? As you stated, baby, would have been a temp at that desk so fast. Because what you mean? And this is the thing, and I said this too when I did my reviews. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I said I felt like Andi was saying certain things to Fatima because what is priority to Andi is priority to Fatima. Fatima ain't functioning in priority. She's doing what the hell she wants to
Mm-hmm.
do. You don't have the liberty to do that. Once you become a lawyer and you get hired as a lawyer, because you got to get hired as a lawyer first, ma'am, then you can do certain things. But until then, you can't. And I love the energy that Andi has because not only are you a lawyer now, you are a partner and you're functioning like that. So I was happy to hear her say, hey, we may be friends, but don't get it twisted. I'm still your boss. Now, do I feel it was a little too late for that conversation? Yeah. But I'm gonna give you props that you still had it
You
because I
had
didn't even
it.
think Andi had it in her to say it.
I didn't either.
So I'm glad that we're here.
I didn't either. I didn't either.
I said, baby,
Um,
mm-mm-mm.
hey Noel, we need to talk because the way I've been reading every single thing that Christina C. Jones has written. Everything. And Regia's gonna send us the extended trailer. Thank you so much, boo.
Oh, thank you so much.
Um, I'm very proud of Andi. All of this feels a little bit too little, too late, but by golly, Miss Smiley, I'm glad your ass did it. Whether it's going to take or not. The whole, what did you take from the whole? We gonna need to have a conversation from Fatima to Andi.
I would have. I'm gonna say exactly what I said when she made that statement. But she was like, if you're questioning my what she said, you're questioning my dedication. Then we need to have a conversation. I said, well, hold, let's have one because yes, we need because yes, we need to have a conversation about because this is my thing. Don't come at me when you're already showing that your dedication is not up to par, that your dedication is not where it needs to be. Now we can be cool, we can be friends, but what I need for you to do, Fatima, you're not doing this, sis.
And
Have
that's
I
the
not done
thing.
this? Have I not?
That's
Mm-mm.
the thing about loyalty and dedication. It's not just when you feel like it. It's not just with the things that you're most interested in, which is why you have to be careful with who you align yourself with, or who you befriend, with who you partner with, who you decide to give loyalty, set dedication to, because you are now swearing to them and whatever they come with. So yes, you have showed dedication by getting them hoes up off me when Jasmine came with her two cousins to whoop my ass. But now we're at a different place. Yes, you had your duffel bag ready. You put the knife to Gary's. Okay, but I'm trying to win this damn case and you're a paralegal. When I'm gonna get some paralegaling happening? Are you only good for coming up out the duffel bag? Are you only good for running down on my homegirl's exes? Like, is the paralegal not good for paralegaling? She's only good for pistol whipping? If we gotta readjust expectations, cool, but like, let's be clear. Because she has a reason to question your goddamn dedication. You on the phone talking to Danny, which is unbeknownst to her, about how you are relieved that this child is dead. Meanwhile, I am pushing forward a case because said child is dead that you don't want to pay 2 months to. But you want me to believe that you're dedicated? How am I supposed to do that?
When I say you took me, and it wasn't even your intent.
What?
But when you said, are you only good for running down on my homegirl's exes? Because I said, honestly, it's 4 women in the clique. She done already been with 2 of their exes that we know of. Hell, have you slept with Doc? I don't know. He right.
Rock.
Have you slept with Rock? I need to know this because Fatima has always stated to Zach, before I met you, I was dating billionaires, millionaires, men with yachts, helicopters. Where they at, sis? Because every man who has come for you, they been Zach caliber. I ain't seen one yacht yet. Now the basketball player, okay, now we in season 9. I said, Fatima, you're lying. Fatima is lying. All of these things are starting to catch up with her, in my opinion. But what it shows me is the fact that you could tell she was getting an attitude with Andi for calling her out. You don't like to get called out. Or if you get called out, Zach could say something, but because you feel like you're better than Zach, or because you feel I don't have a record that you can go and do things that he can't. I said, no, ma'am. We stop it, all that foolishness today, tonight. Fatima, as I've said several times, baby, you are not who you think you are. Your slip is hanging. You can't multitask. Can't multitask.
Yes.
At all.
Yes.
At all. Because you should be able to do where's your laptop? You should be able to be on there doing your research. Okay, looking over this stuff for Hayden. Hayden doing the hard part. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Hayden has been such great help with the tax stuff. That's kind of how it works when you're a tax attorney. He's a tax attorney. Ellie, he's a tax attorney. He's been great help to the paralegal trying to litigate contracts for pay for multi-million-dollar basketball players, and the tax attorney was great help. Tyler, please. Tyler, please.
This is where the be effing for real comes out. This is where the be effing for real comes out. First of all, ain't no lawyer helping a paralegal, baby. That sentence is all the way flipped. All the way wrong. But it goes to show just how, as you stated, it's the audacity for you to even utter those words. He's helping you? No, ma'am. You're helping him. And I still don't know what you're doing with these contracts because it's so much. I've been so boggled down. And the way that she came into Andy's office, I've just been so, it's been a lot with these contracts. As if she's bragging on her workload that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with her actual job. You're bragging on that, but then also, you didn't even want to tell her about it because you felt like it was too much for her. And she reminds you that you need to make sure that you're able to prioritize your actual workload, but you come into her office deprioritizing your actual workload. Fatima, please. Fatima, please. I'm going to need some consequences and some consequences stat, because at this point, our asses are at odds, honestly. Where the wizard at?
What are y'all doing? He's a great help.
Okay,
but
Did we say everything that we need to say about Zach?
I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
I'm trying to see if I got any more in the tank.
Oh, okay. You help me out. When did Zach ever meet Rich?
Baby shower.
Oh, Rich was there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know
Because remember,
that.
I was mad Rich was there, but Aaron had to leave.
Oh yeah. Okay, because I was like, when did this happen? Okay, all right.
And then another thing, y'all think y'all going to solidify Zach's stupid ass position and how he came at Chaz by having Rich by his side?
That's exactly what they thought.
A
That's
band of
exactly what they
boys
thought.
ain't gonna tell me nothing because he's just as much as trash as Zach ass is. Bald headed bastard, absolute. Nobody give a damn. And the juice probably was nasty. What Chaz said? What are you
I
talking
believe
about?
Chaz was my MVP tonight. I said, Chaz, you're telling the God honest truth. I believe. I don't think nothing good. Think ain't nothing good up in that because there wasn't even nobody in there. Was two white people in there, and that was it. Go tell them and don't forget to lock up. What? Ain't come here and steal? Lock up for what? And then you get mad at Chaz. Oh, Chaz, we don't have that up in here.
Zach is
This
quite
is
literally
the
the
rules. It
aggressor.
is.
So you
Zach
mean to tell
literally
me
threw.
you literally this man, you love him, follow his stance, fan of him, but the moment that Zach looking like he's starting to scuffle, kerfuffle, if you will, in your business, that this man could wind up endorsing and bring you more money, but no, the bro code with Zachary Taylor is more important. Y'all gotta be in me. Absolutely not.
Yeah, stupid. You literally watched Zach throw a cup of juice, whatever the hell, at this man, and you didn't say nothing. That's okay for him to vandalize your business, and you don't say nothing. Okay, okay.
The writers think
I'll
we
never
stupid as
understand.
hell. I mean, you not
They do.
wrong. You not wrong. Because it
They
does
do,
feel like
Keisha.
they think
They
we
do,
stupid as
Keisha.
hell. Bianca says, but why is Fatima with Zach, though?
Baby, that is the $1 million question. That is the million. But you know what I'm gonna say though? This is what I feel. I think that Zach gassed the hell out of Fatima. And I'm gonna say this too.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times a woman can, be aesthetically pleasing, have the body that men crave and everything like that, but they can have low self-esteem.
Yes,
My
100%.
friend, my friend who I was talking about earlier, light skin, pretty girl, got a little innocence about her, checked all those boxes, but had low self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
She did not see herself the way the outside world saw her, even though outside her outer layer is like you got everything going for you, but she did not see herself as that. And I personally think just being a woman, when Zach got with Fatima, and I think there's a certain pride that women have when a man tells
Mm.
you how much more greater you are than the woman that they're no longer with.
When you're
Also,
operating with a
for men
certain
like
level of self-esteem, yes.
yes, yeah. When you're
Yes.
operating like that, it does something to
Yep.
you. And I knew that it did something to Fatima when she went into Andy's office and told Andy that Zach has never had a woman like her. And Andy let Fatima know everything that you're saying. I've heard this before,
Hello.
which should have let Fatima know you're not any different. And when I think about like you having that esteem and allowing someone like Zach to be the one, because I know people are not going to agree with this, and that's fine. But you have to. That question is such a sobering question.
Mm-hmm.
I know we say it a lot, but it really is a sobering question. Why the hell, like, really? Is Fatima with this man? And to me, he obviously does something for you, whether he makes you feel better about yourself. I don't know what it is, but it is more than him just laying pipe. It's more than Zach just having his money because he didn't have it when they got together. What does Zach honestly give to Fatima that makes her feel like I need him or that you are just so much better than Karen? And I did a video a while ago and I was just being real. I said, I know Fatima probably think her coochie better than Karen's, her head better than Karen's. I make him feel way better than she ever did. There's a certain pride that you carry. But I thought about this when I be talking about Fatima ain't no different than nobody else, no other woman on this show. What Lucky told Justice in Poetic Justice, you bleed once a month, it's like the rest of them hoes. Fatima bleed once a month just like the rest of the hoes. Baby, you ain't no different. You ain't no different. You ain't no different than Danny. You ain't no different than when it comes to being a woman and the things that you want in life. And I don't believe Fatima's esteem, self esteem was where well, not everybody, where a lot of the fans were giving her props for it. Because I
It
honestly
wasn't,
believe,
because
baby,
I know
that
I
is
was
somebody
I
to be
I
punched.
gave her way more credit at the beginning. I just knew that she was light years ahead of these girls. I just knew that she was mature. And when I think about it, because you're right, it is a sobering question. When I really would, if I was to really answer it, I think that Fatima gets just enough. I think that Fatima gets a man who looks how she wants to look and is
Mm-hmm.
controllable.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Chaotic is,
fact
but
too.
he's controllable. She can pretty much predict, and she's perfectly willing to jump into every last mess that he creates for the most part, and it's just enough
Yeah.
mess for her, and it's sad. And I think that that's tied to what you were saying, Ellie, about her self-esteem. Maybe she's made it to a certain point in life and she decided to give up. I think that there's a very real internal conversation that happens around settling when you arrive
Yeah.
at a certain age, and it takes a lot
Yeah.
of bravery, it takes a lot of confidence, it takes a lot of faith. It just takes a lot to still
Yeah.
choose to wait on something better, wait on the
Yeah.
best. Because quiet is kept, not only is picking a partner who is beneath you or unequally yoked as you or only speaking to a lesser version of you, that says one thing, right? And it allows you to exact control in certain moments. It allows you to maintain a certain level of hierarchy, right, within the relationship. But it also speaks to where you want to go. Fatima is at a place where she doesn't want to grow any further, so she picked the man that she picked.
Yeah. Makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
Bianca, that's like a little bit of an oxymoron, boo. Like Fatima can't possibly know her worth while also settling for
Mm-mm.
less than.
It made me think about that episode, and I think this was the one episode that I really did appreciate Fatima when it was Fatima, Andy, and another lady. They all had on pink, and the lady came in there. She was divorcing her husband. She was trying to decide if she was gonna allow Andy to handle her divorce, and she was just talking about how you know how you waste
Mm-hmm.
years on a man that you know like you know. And I remember that word hit Fatima and it hit Andy, but I think it hit Fatima a little bit more. Like, I don't want to settle. I don't want to do that. And I believe in those moments. I think we all have moments in time where we may hear a word that does resonate with us, but we are unwilling to do the work to allow that word
Yes.
to really settle within us and produce what it's supposed to produce. And it's like you said, you get to a certain age and it's like, okay, well, at least I got a man or I got a piece of a man, and that's better than
Yep.
having no man at all. So I'm gonna stick with that. And so, and then going back to what you said about Bianca's comment, you can't know cannot possibly understand your worth and then choose certain things. That's just like y'all know I talk about when I was out there being promiscuous, and it wasn't that I didn't know my worth, and I contributed to where it's like I just want to do this. And this is where I am in my life. I'm this is what I'm trying to do. But the moment something clicks in your mind, or it's like, you know what, I am better than this. I'm just not out here trying to give my body to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I want something that is meaningful. And when that is a word that you want to live by, there are certain changes that you make in your life that you're not operating how you once operated. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's
It's
easy.
not
I'm not
easy at
saying that it's
all.
going to be, you know, a walk in the park. But what I am saying is that anything that you want, it is worth the sacrifice. It is worth the changes because if you want to have a certain lifestyle, if you want to have a certain life with someone, or be in the eye of someone, there may be certain things about you that you may have to tweak, that you may have to change. It's like I got this one friend who is rough, like rough,
Mm.
and it's like she see a dude. And it's like, how you doing? I'm gonna just make up a name. How you doing? My name is Sierra. Nice to meet you. She ain't like that. She be like, oh, what's up, Sierra? Yours? I said, well, you ain't gotta be like that. Like, just be pleasant. How you doing? My name is Sierra. Nice to meet you. What's your name? She ain't like that, but I was like, baby, I don't know what kind of dude you're gonna attract. I don't know, but that's on you. Whatever the case may be. But I just think that, just as women, when you want better, you gotta do better. And Zach is just over time, Zach has shown that I think what's best for him is to be by his damn self.
He needs a season of it,
Because
but he's never going to get it
he's
because
not gonna
there's always a
not at
woman
all.
falling over themselves to lay out the red carpet for a fine man with a big dick, and that is going to be to his detriment. Going back to your example of yourself, Ellie, I would even argue that you did know your worth. Just like there's a level of knowing your worth and then continuing to aspire to actualize that in your real life, but there's also a level of knowing your worth and then making a confident, conscious choice otherwise, which is what I think you
Mm-hmm.
had a season of doing. So you knew your worth, but you knew that you wanted to slum it a little bit. You knew that you wanted to get down with the get down. You knew that you wanted to entertain X, Y, and Z on a physical level. So you did so. But in doing so, you didn't do it with the pretenses of, oh, this man is so amazing, or oh, this is great, or oh, my life is perfect. That is my problem with Fatima, because if you're
That's
choosing to
true.
settle, baby girl, and you have self esteem and you understand your worth and you're just opting out of it because it's a little bit too hard and you don't actually want to do it, I could actually respect that if you were honest about the circumstances that you're in. But every single chance that you get, you lie about the man that you with, you lie about the relationship that you have, you lie about who you are in that relationship, because we also don't get to see you be who you actually were prior to this damn man. So you don't actually know who you are, you don't actually know what you deserve, and you damn sure not trying to go claim it. So that's what I'm saying when I say that she doesn't actually know what she's worth and doesn't have a certain level of self-esteem, because if she had more self-esteem, she would make the choices that she's making with more confidence, and she would not need to be shisty, she would not need to be sneaky, and she would not need to lie as much as she does to cover up her decisions. She would just be making the decisions.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And we do know what Aaron does. Aaron is an accountant.
Yes.
You have to get deep and analyzing Fatima's choices on a more psychological effort and level, and I'm exhausted and over it. She is still with Zach for one reason, which is that she doesn't want Karen to have him. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if it's Karen as much. I think that there's a very real I think there's a very real thing that has been embedded in us damn near genetically, specifically by how we have been socialized, that black women are supposed to desire a man. And that should be working overtime. Now, the type of man that you wind up with may vary based off of your additional socializing. But the fact that you're supposed to have one be just a hell of a drug. And that is a big part of it. And her settling is her controlling the circumstances to which this man materializes in her life. So it's not a man who is farther along than her, that's more financially stable than her, that's more emotionally stable than her, because that man might require her to be her better self. And if she's already opted out of
Mm-hmm.
being her better self, then why the hell would I choose that? I don't think it's about Karen at all at this point. It might have had moments where it was, when she
Not
was in
anymore. I think it
competition.
was, yeah.
There was
Yeah.
times, I think, for sure, but I don't think that that's the overarching thing. I don't know if that could
Not
actually keep
anymore.
her through all of this. All
Yeah.
of it, child. She didn't even know Karen like that. And
Yeah.
I feel like if it was about Karen, then she would go harder to take Andy from Karen. It wouldn't stop at Zach.
Yeah.
Karen is a prime example of what it looks like when you do the work. Aaron changed her for the better, made her more calm and open. Zach brought out Fatima's thug life and insecurities. Jamira,
Like,
if you gonna speak it, you better speak it. And yes, Karen is a prime example of what it looks like when you do the work, which is why you hoes will never make me hate her. Hello.
never, never did that. Even tonight, even though Aaron wasn't there, his presence was there. Because the moment she said, "I want to hold my baby," I'm ready to hold Faith. I said,
Hello.
"Oh, that's Aaron. That's Aaron. That's Aaron all the way." I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it. And you're so right, Jameer. That's what it's like to do the work. And I think that's one of the greatest things I am happy about. Because don't get me wrong, I think they play in our face a lot when it comes to Karen's character. But what I will give them credit for, even Tyler, even before he let go of the pen, for Sisters, I do believe that Karen was a character who we saw what it's like to know that when you have a certain caliber of man or woman or whomever in your life,
Mm-hmm.
it does causes you to make shifts and changes within yourself.
Yeah.
And those things will be difficult. They will be hard. It's gonna cause you to let go of some things. And we were able to see the tug of war within Karen. We were able to see the moments where she thought she let go, but maybe she really didn't let go. And okay, I thought I let go. Am I still in love with it? Like we were able to see all the inner workings of what this change is. That's why for me, she will always be my favorite character because we were able to see this woman go on this journey,
Yep.
not just doing stuff to do stuff, but we were able to see her, go through this journey of being, I don't know what I want, or I know what I want. I ain't willing to do it. Now I'm willing to do it. Well, I thought I was willing to do it. Maybe I'm not. And that's our prerogative. We
Yeah.
change our mind. And we were able to see that whether we were happy about it, mad about it, angry about it, we were able to see this realistic journey because it's not linear.
Yep.
Whenever we make changes, when it is up, it ain't a journey like that. So that's why I will always root for this character because the writers, even in the moments where they was trying to not make her what they made her, they still made her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy about it. So thank you, writers. Even though y'all piss me off a lot.
Did we miss anything, y'all? Did we miss anything from tonight's episode that you want us to talk about that we haven't already? Drop it in the chat. Thank y'all so much for being here and expounding upon the conversation. I really enjoyed, I think it was Jamira and Rakia going back and forth. Regia, I'm sorry. Regia, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That whole moment, and even like just having discourse, but being able to have different opinions and be able to talk about it. That is what this is all about. Like, let's get down to the nitty gritty and like say what we think, and then be able to hear the other person out and be like, oh, okay, this is where you're coming from. Okay, maybe I can see that. Like, I absolutely love watching that play out in the chat tonight. Like, yes, y'all mirrored that for us so beautifully.
I love that too. I love that. And for the haters who are still watching, I love when we can have a difference of opinion. And then I can see, I may not agree with it, but I understand how you arrived there, or I understand why you would say that. A lot of these fans, you can't even have a back and forth like that because it's like, this is what it is. I don't want to say nothing else. And it's like, well, I can't have a conversation with you then.
Yep.
Like we can't engage when you are unwilling to talk about how you arrived there. Like even to all the haters who called me a hater but couldn't tell me I was hating.
That part. We be coming with every receipt we could possibly find.
Yes.
We be coming with receipts and case studies, personal experience to try to have the most well-rounded conversation ever. No, you just hate her because she beautiful. What the hell am I supposed to say to that? Like, that was never even the point.
Like, I don't get it. What? Okay. Right. Well, you just mad because she's a paralegal. I promise you I'm not.
If I wanted to be a paralegal, baby, I would. I still could today.
I could be.
It would be very easy. I could go ahead and transfer some credits right now. I hold a master's degree. Like, I promise you.
Definitely be one.
I promise you.
Definitely be one. Went to school for criminal justice and a minor in psychology. I guarantee you I could be a paralegal. I guarantee you that. I could be one if I wanted to be one, honey. I could. I said, honey, not mad.
They be so mad in the comments, in the DMs. You just hating and you just wish. I don't want her life at all. Matter of fact, I lived this version of her life in my 20s. Been there, done that. Bought the t-shirt, never going back. I done already had my Zach, baby. I did my time. I'm never going back. Ever. Hear me?
My time.
Love him to death. Never going back.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is I watched this extended trailer.
Oh, did you?
I ain't gonna say nothing, sis. I'm gonna let you watch it.
I mean, I saw the end of credits. What Tracy says that the demon returns. I think Gary's coming back. Oh,
I think Gary's coming back.
Gary's coming
This
back.
extended trailer is very different. It's very different than what we saw
Do
on
people
the end.
not know what a damn restraining order is? On Beyond the Gates, they ain't got no restraining orders. On Sistas, we ain't got no restraining orders. How does Gary even still get into your penthouse, Andi? How is his
Yes,
name not on the block list, baby? Child.
baby. I told y'all last week when Gary smells happy or the possibility of moving on, that's when y'all brothers like to show up. And you send them infamous text. Now y'all don't always pop up. Y'all send a text message, or
Child.
y'all try to be slick. You'll call our phone, and then once it rings once, you hang up just so that it records on our caller ID on our display, so we can call back. Did you mean to call me? See, I ain't calling you.
Me
If
either.
I've had that before,
Me
baby,
either.
I'm not that easily
We
tricked.
know your games.
Oh, he called. I know the game.
You ain't send a text
I know
message.
the game,
And my voicemail is purposefully not set up. I bought a new phone 3 years ago, never set the voicemail up. The smartest decision I ever made.
honey,
You can't even leave me a
honey.
voicemail. You ain't getting a call back. And if you don't send a text saying what you calling for, it's above me
I'm not
now.
responding.
It's
I'm
above me
not
now.
responding. Yep. Yep. And I'm gonna open your text message so you can have two checks to say that I opened it and I'm not gonna respond. So you know I read it. I read it and I'm not responding. So you want to play them games? Okay, let's play. I guarantee you're going to lose. You don't want to do it.
Okay, this I'm gonna say this one thing. Then I'm getting the hell out of here because I'm about to be telling myself. But Ellie, this is the
What happened?
toxic in my ass because we know the games, right? I have not
Mm-hmm.
changed my number. I've had the same number since high school, and part of that decision initially was because my Zach would be getting his stupid ass arrested, and I always thought that if he gets his ass arrested and I change my number, who the hell how he gonna call me? So that's also my part of it. I'm gonna go this season.
Y'all
I ain't
hear
gonna
me?
answer the damn phone, but the number ain't gonna change. Y'all do with that what y'all will. It's a mess.
Y'all hear that? We done been through it. We done been through it. We none been through it. And like you, I had the same number, and the only reason why my number changed is because I switched phone companies. But I'm gonna
Oh,
keep the
see, I'll
same
be
number.
on it. I'll be on it, Ellie. I just switched phone companies 2.5 years ago, and I said if I don't get the same
Mhm.
number, it's gonna be hell to pay. Oh, don't
Oh,
worry
see, that was
about it. Don't
before all
worry
that.
about
No.
it. Oh,
See,
okay.
I changed my number way before it was doing it.
Okay.
I've had the same number probably for 13 years. Like I don't change nothing. I barely change phones. My phone got to be on the verge of all damn death for me to get another
Yeah,
phone. I don't
yeah.
believe in buying no technology, nothing. But I'm like the games that the things that I think that I've done in the past when it comes to me. That's why I say even with Sabrina, I wouldn't have gone back to work. I've done that before. And it's like, how am I actually supposed to function in somebody's office after what you did to me? I'm not going nowhere.
Child, it's
We're gonna
hard.
have to run this back. Oh baby, we having a movie night. You better pick something. But we're not leaving. We are not leaving. That's just what it
We are
is.
not
That's what it's gonna
leaving.
be. That we no
Sometimes you
we
got to. I don't think that Sabrina had to. I've had a moment where I had to go back to work, and child, that was the
oh.
most uncomfortable. Child.
Do it feel like when you do something like that and you gotta go back to work, does it feel like you think people know what you did?
Yes, I feel like it's written all over
Like
your
you got
damn
that thing like
face.
people. Hmm.
But there's
Yeah.
other reasons why it was also uncomfortable for me. But we ain't going there tonight. This is not our Sisters Keeper After Dark, y'all.
We need to do one of them. We need to do our Sisters Keeper After Dark episode. All I'm gonna say, don't judge me, don't come from me, cause y'all asked for it. If we ever decide to do one, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, baby, because honey, these
Child,
stories here.
that would have to be something a deep cut, Allie. We
Yeah,
gonna have to
yes.
do that as a deep
Yeah. I can't be giving can't be saying these stories on regular YouTube. No,
I'm
ma'am.
like, this is who we've been
Can't be
listening to
doing.
all this time. Erica is fucking crazy.
Baby, they gonna have us posted on Twitter, Threads, Facebook, Instagram. But no, y'all won't. Mm-mm.
Oh, child. Y'all,
Mm-mm.
thank you so much
So
for
y'all
joining
ain't.
us. I know Allie is always on there with the trailer
Thank you,
breakdowns. I'm
Mom.
going to try Rakia, sorry. No, Regia, sorry. Gave us or sent it to us. You said that you sent it to us earlier, the extended trailer. So I will do that video. I did not do it last week, but I got y'all because we're coming up on the mid-season hiatus or the mid-season finale and then go into a hiatus. I don't know yet of how long this damn hiatus is going to be, child. I feel like Divorce Sisters is about to come back while Sisters is gone.
They need it. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna go on record tonight before we get off because I didn't think I was gonna like Divorce Sisters. I really didn't. I still don't like the name of the show. I did not think I was gonna like the show. But I enjoy it more than Sisters. I have a fun time reviewing it, good time watching it, and I'm so ready for it to come back. So
Yeah.
ready. But yes,
I
I'm
didn't
ready for
like
it
it
to
at
come
first,
back.
but I'm ready for it to come back too. Y'all
Yeah.
enjoy. I actually did my review before we got on here, so I will edit that and it will be up tonight if you want to get into me being completely unhinged. Because that's all it is. I'm hollering the whole 14 minutes. It will be up tonight or catch it tomorrow. Also, I'm catching up on Gen V. I am watching that. The first 3 episodes of this season dropped today. Reasonable Doubt drops tomorrow. Zatima drops in midnight. I have Beauty and Black. I'm doing episodes 3 through
Tracy.
8 together. I cannot do episode by episode breakdowns because Tala, please, like this that we watched. I do have one more Beauty and Black video coming that's going to do the rest of the episodes because the episode by episode was finna take me out, and I gotta put me first, Lucius. That's coming too. Be on the lookout.
Tracy, I'm sorry, sis. Please listen to Erica's videos because I have not watched. I haven't gotten past. I've only watched season 1, the first half. I can't do it to myself. I can't. I can't. I can't. I
She gotta
can't.
put her
I
first,
tried,
Lucius.
baby. I gotta put me. I can't do it, sis. I tried. I can't. I
I
can't.
watched them. It's just taking me a long time to get on the mic because my God. So all of that is to come. Thank you guys so much. The conversation was wonderful tonight. We love you guys so
Yes.
very,
Love
very, very
y'all.
much. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, we will. Good night, y'all.